Hello, my name is Laura Cartwright, and this is my persuasive video for policy practice. The policy that I have chosen for this assignment is a policy that isn't currently in place. It's been suggested by multiple presidential candidates, and it's been up for discussion quite a bit in the recent years, and that is Medicare for all. What Medicare currently is it is government-funded insurance provided by the government for individuals who are 65 and older, or who have qualifying disabilities. There's 3 plans: an A, B, and a C plan. And essentially what Medicare for all is, it's the suggested policy that all individuals be provided government-funded insurance. So currently the problem is that there are about 27.5 million individuals in the United States who do not have medical insurance. And about 45% of those individuals who are currently uninsured say that the reason why they don't have insurance is because the cost of healthcare is so high. This includes co-pays, deductibles, prescriptions, out-of-pocket expenses. The rates are just very high. Let's see, with Medicare for all, a lot of candidates have proposed this policy change, but the problem with it is that nobody has been able to provide specifics. There's kind of not one specific plan that's been laid out at this point, but all of the plans that have been suggested do have some common similarities. There are about 6 similarities that each of the plans have. The first is comprehensive benefits. That means everybody would have all benefits provided to them. All health benefits would be provided. The policy would be tax financed. It would replace all of private health insurance. So under Medicare for all, employers would be prohibited for providing private paying insurance to their employees. Another of the similarity from the multiple suggested policy changes that candidates have presented would be that there's a lifetime enrollment. There would be no premiums, and again, all individuals, despite their age, would be approved or would qualify for this plan. Now with Medicare for all, there might be some out-of-pocket costs for individuals. That has also kind of been not really been confirmed universally. Bernie Sanders has suggested that there would be about a $200 out-of-pocket expense. Other politicians have said that these out-of-pocket expenses could vary based on individual income. So for lower income families, it could be about a $200, or it would be lower, and then for higher income families, it would be higher. They said that an individual out-of-pocket expense could potentially be $2,500, where family expenses, out-of-pocket expenses, would be about $5,000. So there are a couple pros that I have come up with for the plan. And the first pro would be that it's universal. it's applied to everyone. Everybody would be able to have the benefits. Everybody would be provided with health care, and it's continual. The individuals would not have to reapply yearly. If there's a life-altering circumstance, unlike current private insurance, you wouldn't have to, when changing to a new insurance, you wouldn't have to provide like a life-altering reason to get insurance. It would just be continual, so it's not something that would be affected by the change of a job or any other factors. Another thing that is a pro about this is everybody would be entitled to the same care. Everybody would get the same service. It would be equal across the board. Now, my stance is I'm not in favor of this policy, and here are a couple of reasons why. Here are the cons. One would be the increase in government revenue. Since this is a federally funded policy, there would be an increase in federal spending by at least 50%. It would cost overall an additional $22 million, resulting in higher taxes. Now, with that being said, it's also believed that that over time, this policy could potentially save over $12 million, which would be very beneficial, but that's something that would happen eventually. Another con would be the loss of jobs. It's believed that there would be a result in about 2 million individuals losing their jobs. This would be a result of a lot of individuals who process claims, who work for these private insurance companies, would now be out of a job. So this policy change would negatively affect the administrative employers. Now, on the pro side, it would also save the amount of spending on these jobs. But again, there would be about 2 million individuals who would be losing their income. There's a few more pros that people have brought up regarding this policy. One would be the lower cost of healthcare, which being provided to all of the individuals, everybody would be able to afford the healthcare that they need. But with that, it may also potentially increase the debt for our country. The policy, another pro for the policy would be that it can save lives. But on the opposing side as well, it also increases the wait time for individuals to be seen, since healthcare is much more accessible to all individuals. It can also encourage entrepreneurship. It's believed that since the Affordable Care Act, more individuals are going out and opening up their own practices. But on the other hand, we also have the issue of, now that these services are going to be provided potentially for everybody, they're at no cost, there's the potential for overuse in healthcare services. Again, increasing wait time, where potentially those who do need service a little bit more quicker than others may not get treated in an appropriate amount of time. Another thing that is kind of unclear would be the transition process. There's really been no indication on how that would exactly unfold. They said it kind of depends. It may be something that would maybe roll out by categories, so maybe by age and then by healthcare condition. And this plan could also, the transitioning of healthcare could also take a few years to actually implement. There's the belief that no one should go without healthcare, but it's also been said that the government is not obligated to provide those services for all individuals. And lastly, researchers have stated that although there are individuals who will greatly benefit from this, this will also diminish and negatively impact other individuals. It's believed that, or it has been stated that quality of care will be jeopardized because now everybody's just kind of getting thrown out there and nobody's really getting the individualized healthcare that they need. So that is my stance on Medicare for all, and the pros and the cons. Thank you.